awesome. It's little things that we can observe with our kids, right?
Right.
For instance, when we take them to the park, she brings out a toy, and other people wants to play with them. But she's only child, by the way. She's not going to say, no, you can't play. Only play with this person. She takes the leader in the upper row and be like, okay, well, let's all take turns. So everybody get in the line. Okay, now you go first. Okay, now you go first. And she makes herself last. And that's what I want to see, that's what I would like to see in all kids. And she's only 4. And when I see those leadership qualifications, of course I have to praise her. Because I'm like, awesome, London, you're being a really good leader. So, it's amazing, and it works. I mean, it really works, my child. And I'm not saying she's a perfect child, because there's no such thing as a perfect child. But when you instill impact principles into your child, and, especially at a young age, and influence their everyday life. Even her teachers are telling me, like, I can see the work that you're doing with her for a single mom. Thank you. Like, they're just thanking me. And that's a blessing as well.
And I think really what it is that our youth just needs that kind of guidance. That's it. Once they have an example, someone that they can follow, or someone that they see doing something great, or maybe doing something similar, that right there is a catalyst for their success.
Yep, absolutely. And, it also goes with the mom as well. The mom and the dad.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday, live at 7 p.m. right here.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, told Oprah.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Y'all ready? Yo, who at the door? Let him in. Yo, come in, have a seat on McLean's couch. We'll host Dabruhma and Bliss, talking about real topics with a therapeutic twist. It's on every Tuesday, so tune into this from 9 to 11 on Be Exposed Radio. 2 minds are better than one. Let the truth unfold, cause it's McLean's couch, McLean's couch, McLean's couch, McLean's couch, yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of what? McLean's Couch. I am your host, Bliss, along with my other host, Mr. Dabruhma.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And in the studios today, we have a handsome couple in here. One of them names is Damontae. Hi, Damontae.
What's up?
And Mr. Kenzell.
What up?
All right. And we're going to get started. And today's topic is...
Do you think there's a homosexual agenda?
A gay agenda.
A.K.A. gay agenda. So I guess we're going to dig right into this. If anybody listening, any callers want to call in, please call in at 410-702-5657 and weigh in on this topic. The question of the day is, do you think there's a gay agenda? So let's dig into this. Mr. Damontae.
Yes.
Do you think? All right, so give an intro to people that don't know who you are.
Okay, well, I am Damontae. I'm a gay male. Been my whole life.
Been what?
A homosexual. Gay.
So when did you come out?
I started not caring like in 2012, but
okay.
But when did you come out?
I mean, I never had like a coming out party. I really didn't.
I know you didn't.
Because I didn't feel the need to.
So
how didn't come out?
How did your parents feel about that?
Wait, hold on. I don't think he need to come out.
No, I'm just saying straight people don't come out. So why should gay people have a coming out party? Yeah. I don't feel the need to, like.
So when did you tell your parents?
I told you guys, I think a Christmas.
You didn't.
I did because you kept asking and I lied and I was like, yeah, I'm bisexual and everything.
So for all the listeners out there, if you don't know, this is our firstborn, my son, my seed. That's right. So you said it came out Christmas 2012. You remember that day?
Yeah.
I remember it.
Well, when I came out, it was really awkward. Like, I was in my bedroom laying up with the boy, and my mother just ran in and said, "Get the trash bags." And she saw us with our shirts off, like, laying on top of each other. So, that was awkward.
Yeah, that's a wild way to come out.
And she didn't care too much. I was moving out that week anyway. She was going on vacation.
So how old was you?
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Probably like 17, 18.
Okay.
So did your parents know prior to?
Well, according to my father, he always knew.
we just had this conversation. Told you he was the only kid that always wanted to play with all the female toys. As a father,
except for that 1 year where he asked for a file cabinet
and a fax machine.
I wanted to be a teacher.
I don't get it.
Only my children.
Bobby's dream house.
We was like, yo, we want a file cabinet. And he was serious. A file cabinet and a fax machine.
I honestly feel that was the first Christmas he had his heart broken.
I'm guessing you didn't get the file cabinet.
He did not.
Or the fax machine.
Nobody was buying that bullshit.
Not for what he was 8, 9, 10, something like that. So, all right. So let's move forward. Talking about the gay agenda. So when you look at the term of gay agenda, the term homosexual agenda is used by social conservatives to describe alleged goal by the LGBT and other letters that go behind it nowadays. Rights,
Q question marks, exclamation marks, hashtags.
The rights and activism such as recruiting heterosexuals into what they term homosexual lifestyle. So in a nutshell, when somebody say a homosexual agenda, there's a group of people who believe that they're trying to get heterosexuals to live a homosexual lifestyle. Maybe not the act of having sex, but just the lifestyle. What do y'all think about that?
I feel like the agenda on that, I don't feel like they're trying to convert anybody to be homosexual or gay. They just trying to open their mindset of a diverse atmosphere so which they all can convert together and live together. And yeah.
I disagree.
Why
I don't feel as though they're trying to convert them. However, I do believe there is a homosexual agenda. I honestly believe there is a gay agenda. Looking at the way that men are dressing these days, like you got rappers carrying purses and wearing blouses. It's a damn shame when I look at a man and say, God damn, that's a hot ass shirt. Let me see where. Dude, I wonder if Forever 21 got a replica of that.
I mean, I don't necessarily think it's like a gay agenda. I just feel like fashion, but fashion is different. You know, fashion.
It starts with fashion. Damontae, would you wear a romper?
No. But there are some guys that
would you wear a romper? See, and it starts with that. When straight men start wearing women clothes, that's where this thing starts. And then think about it this way. Now, again, I am a B in the LGBT. So, again, I'm not saying that they're trying to convert people to become gays. But if you look at the progress in the last 20 years, and we're just talking about the last 20 years, it started with, what's his name? The little white guy on TV who has the talk show that got all the gay people to come out, and people was like, oh, I'm gay, I'm a dude.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer. It started with Jerry Springer. Then after that, you started seeing more and more gay people come out. Okay, fine. I'm all for. I support my gays. I do. Male, female, monkey in a dress. I don't care. I support it. You like it. I love it. However, now you have men wearing dresses. Now I'm all for if you like it, I love it. But when you have stuff that's on regular television nowadays, and it's starting to confuse children. Like, okay, little kids between the ages of 2 and 9, there shouldn't be gay cartoons on.
It start being impressionable. Like, all right, my question. Go on.
With the clothing thing, I feel like they're just trying to break barriers to not just justify, oh, you had to be a man, you had to be this way, you had to be that way, you can dress in unisex wear, and it just doesn't define who you are as a man, or if you're gay, straight, bisexual, trans, or anything like that. It's just breaking barriers of who you are and what you like.
Again,
that sounds fine and dandy, but would you wear a dress?
No,
I don't. Exactly. So this is where
that's just my preference, though.
Exactly.
I mean, but that's why I say fashion is different, because if you look back, like from years ago, men will wear kilts, men will wear skirts. There's a lot of men who I guess will wear feminine things, but it was called fashion back then. But I guess now we're at a time where it's like, oh, men should be so masculine. That kind of deteriorated. But like, you have celebrities like Kanye West, like the Migos, they're starting to dress that certain way, so it's bringing back that fashion. That's why I feel like fashion is a little different, because if you look back, it always kind of been unisex.
Houseway.
What?
He said houseway. I mean, just how has fashion been unisex?
Yes. I mean, if you look back at certain people have done things and have crossed barriers, i.e., the Dream Team. It was Michael Jordan. What is his name? Scottie Pippen and
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman was one who actually did a lot of things before his time. He wore dresses, painted his nails, he dyed his hair, wore lipstick,
touched men on the field,
all of that. And again, it wasn't the fact that he was ridiculed for it. However, it was known, that's just Dennis Rodman. Now it's becoming extremely more prevalent when you look at it in fashion. I'm sorry, I can't say fashion is one of those things that you can forget, because as black people, we are very impressionable when it comes to fashion.
And then another question is, when do it stop being fashion and start emasculating?
Yes, when does it become emasculation? Because a man in a blouse is not attractive to me. A man in a dress, a man in leggings. This is where I personally have to say, no, I'm sorry. A man pants should not be tighter than mine. I don't need to see my son's balls. That's just something I personally don't want to see. When we wear dresses, they tell us, oh no, you have to sit with your legs crossed. Cross your legs. Dudes don't sit like that. The first thing they want to do is put their foot on their knee. I don't want to see your balls, sir. Especially if
you're not. Give them to yourself.
Pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm going to look. I ain't even going to lie to you. Yes, I am going to look. I'm going to look and see what you holding. Because I'm nasty like that. That's just what it is. However, I don't want to see it. Your balls may not be my type of thing. They might be saggy. You get what I'm saying?
You be judging people's balls.
I judge everything. I am a very judgmental person.
I am too.
See? But I don't judge. I judge, but I don't judge.
Don't sound like an oxymoron.
I am.
But even with the clothing, like you said, you wouldn't want to see anyone wearing a skirt, leggings, or anything like that. But that's what you're raised around. Being in Baltimore City is a predominantly black community.
It is.
So you will only see, I guess, hood niggas pants sagging, baggy pants, t-shirts.
I don't agree with that either.
Not just saying that, but in different cultures, they wear different things. Like in the Indian culture, they wear the, what you want to call them?
Dresses.
Dress-like material.
I mean, and even think about it. Pastors wear long robes.
Yeah.
But if you look back on biblical times and in previous times, that was the dress of the land.
Yeah.
Now the land has changed. The dress of the land now are pants. So you do see a lot of women wearing pants. In the 70s, when women broke out, hey, we're here, we're women. We no longer we're gonna burn our bras. We want to wear pants like a man. Okay, fine. I get that. I'm all for it. However, again, I still go with the term, no man's pants should be tight. I shouldn't have to worry about getting my man yeast infection cream. I don't need my man wearing a bra or a shirt tighter than mine. All right, well, listen, we got to go and pay some bills. We're going to catch a break right here. So, tune in, call us 410-702-5657, and please, I need y'all to go on Facebook, watch us, chime in. Let's get us going. We'll catch you in a few.
Last time on Talk Lately.
Government. I don't understand why. Look, me, and I haven't said anything either. This is my moment. Where this American Healthcare Act is. Oh, you all right? Oh, I sneeze and a cough. How'd that work out? That sounds real difficult. Like, damn, sneezing is like you skipping a heartbeat. A cough is like you bringing up a lung. So it was like a sneeze and a cough. So you was dying twice. Because you was coughing, I was like, you okay? Achoo! What? How you fit that in there? So, now back to the American Healthcare Act, because you're going to need that to get the cough and the sneeze together.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready? Hoo-ha!
Bonus hours don't last. I'm getting addicted.
I love this extra hour. Everything is organic.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
This is the reality
of
the world that we're living in. A lot of young people don't have the information that is necessary to have healthy lives. And a lot of the organizations that are geared towards young people don't have individuals that are going to be as honest as this gentleman.
One of the issues that I have with this quote-unquote Christian nation that we live in is that
not just the Christians,
religion allows you to live in denial, but the world does not live in denial. So who are you helping with your? All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm about to do something.
The reason I shrink that or take that away because it's people who are not religious. It's people who they're not giving their young people, or they don't have a person that could be that honest with them. I mean, we all have that. I know I had a mother like that.
There are.
Rather than
and it's just and it's been recently because I've recently had more interaction with teen mothers than I have in my whole life. I wasn't my mother wasn't a teen mother. Her mother was. She made sure none of her daughters were. So it was, in as I get older and working in certain areas, you tend to run into that. And one of the things that blows my mind is how often a teen mom does not talk to their child at all, period, much less their daughter that they had at 15 to say, these are the realities of sex. These are the realities of the choices that you can or cannot make. These are the realities. Like, how do you not, after going through it yourself, knowing the stress, the looks, how do you then turn and look at someone else and say, all right, good luck? I mean, this is your offspring. I'm sorry. I just get very emotional about that. It bothers me.
Everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. Now, here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland. She was a young woman who was killed. and you know, we don't want to say, oh, we don't know all the details behind what happened. We don't know. The fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. You know, they deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial, to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. All right, so before we get started, we're going to take it to Facebook. Dr. Ren says, I think that it's not breaking barriers for children. If you're gay, you're going to be gay regardless. I don't think they need to be encouraged to be gay. Mr. Demetrius Peterson, Habu, he says, I feel that people should wear what makes them feel comfortable without judgment from others. Dr. Ren and him had a wonderful conversation, and it says you're always judged, and that's the world's problem. What you have on, how you speak, where you live, etc. Judgment is coming. Miss Chanel Clark said, I went to a drag and brunch show for the first time Sunday, and she loved it. The outfits were awesome. I want to go again. A lot of them were so pretty and well groomed. For times like this, I don't see an issue with them dressing. You have some beautiful cross-dressers, even the ones you can't tell are men. Miss Jasmine Noble says she is enjoying tonight's topic. Thank you, Jazz. She thinks that European culture is making a lot of influence in American culture regarding dress and open sexuality, but she feels that there is no gay agenda. Mr. Peterson says he thinks that judgment comes from people who are scared to do what others want, and so they judge to hide who they are. Back to the conversation. Thank you all so much. Please call in at 410-702-5657. We definitely would love to hear your opinions on air. But me personally, like I said, I feel that there is somewhat of a gay agenda when it comes to the emasculation of our men. Now, me and the Brahma Bull were talking at home, and we were talking about how the emasculation starts within the black community. And he was like, well, I said black community. He was like, well, what about any other community? And as I was explaining to him, I can't speak on another community because I don't belong to that community. I don't live in a Mexican American household or any Hispanic household. I don't live in an Asian household to state where the emasculation may happen. But I see a lot among my community and my peers by me not only working in the community but living and being in the community itself. Now, the emasculation does not happen within my own home. No,
hell no.
Nigga, get your life.
Hey,
get yourself together.
Not on air, not on air.
Get yourself together.
Not on air.
Don't say hell no like that.
Let's stick to topic. Let's stick to topic.
I'm just saying. I feel emasculated.
I love you.
Okay, I love you too. All right.
Hold on. We got a caller.
It's Dr. Ren. Y'all don't have to stop talking.
Oh, I thank you, Dr.
Hey, Dr. Ren.
How you doing?
Now, what I was saying was, I feel that within our community, a lot of emasculation is happening within the home and within our own community. Why do I say that? Because I see that how so many people, when relationships don't go right, the first thing they want to do is, oh, I'm gay. I'm gay now. Oh, it's cool to be gay. I'm gay. But then a year or two later, they back with the opposite sex. And I'm like, baby, that's not gay. You switch hitting. I mean, I'm not telling you to pick a team, but what I am telling you is you really need to understand that you're making it look bad for other people. You're making it harder for the gay community.
And I think that's one of the things that when we talk about the gay agenda is, are people really in it to bring light to the gay community, or are they trying to make a profit off of it?
Yes. And I mean, when it comes,
why you look like that?
No, because I was about to say, I think it's easier for women to flip-flop than it is for a guy to flip-flop. Because when it comes to women, it's like, oh, they're flirty, they're feminine, it's acceptable. But when a guy does it, it's like all hell breaks loose. I don't think it's demasculating anything. I just feel like it's just the way of the world. Everything changes. Like you said with the fashion, everything changed. The way people interact within cultures, everything changes. It's like a shift. So I don't think guys aren't being man enough. I think it's probably a brave thing, like they're being more themselves than the norm.
I think they're being more feminine than the norm.
You think so? And but does that take away from them being a straight male?
Hell yeah, he a punk. All right, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. On Facebook,
Chanel Clark said, "Profit how?" What I mean by profit is, if you in for any type of what word I want to use?
I don't know. Business or agenda on a good way to help benefit somebody, it shouldn't be a monetary thing. What I mean is when you watch TV now, it's exploitation almost. It's not because, we've been disregarding this group for a long time. Let's give them some shine. It's more so, because now you all of a sudden you see the clothing come out, you starting to see in cartoons, stuff that is of the norm. Now it's being pushed down your throat.
But I wouldn't say that, because gay people fight so hard for rights and for us to be out there.
Oh, really?
And now
off the backs of blacks. They use it. Let's be real. They use the Martin Luther King, the riots, the march, and they piggyback off of that. Now again, please, I don't want anybody to shoot me in my face when I walk out the studio tonight. What I'm saying is,
look at Money over there with his imaginary gun.
What I'm saying is, I am all for the fight. Oh, well, I'll come back with this in a few minutes. Gotta go pay some more bills.
I'm on here next time. I'm in there.
Lately it's back on May 17th at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com. Oh, okay, yeah, also on YouTube. I know the latest killing. You see me recording? Oh my God. You a hard-headed asshole.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, but fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I am saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
It doesn't say alleged anywhere in here.
This is the wrong song to play in this topic.
They're saying 4 years ago, according to a $20 million lawsuit, the plaintiff, who was also not named, met Charlie Sheen in Las Vegas on April the 1st, 2011. The sleeve suit claimed that Sheen entered into a nefarious plot designed to lure plaintiffs into a luxurious hotel room to serve his I can't say that word. Prurient desires. Sensationally, it was alleged that Sheen... Say what?
I said perverted.
No, it's prurient.
Let me see. Can I where's a point to the word? Right. Prurient.
It's hard. It makes me want to gag. Like cock. Get it? Sensationally, it was alleged Sheen told the man he had no venereal diseases. At that point, they watched the porn and engaged in mutual oral compilation, mutual self-gratification, rubbing and massaging each other, play wrestling, licking, and unprotected intercourse. So,
you are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right. Welcome back to McLean's Couch. We in this heated discussion today about the gay agenda. So, I was getting flack while we was off air about some of the things I might have said. So let me rephrase what I said. I'm not taking it back, but let me rephrase it. Is when I say profit, it's almost people are using gayness as a trend.
Or to be liked, is what you're saying? Or to gain that more...
Yeah, just...
Okay, I can see that. But I just feel like, as a straight male, are you gonna go that route?
Go what route?
Go what route?
Be a part of the gay trend?
No.
Yes.
I'm not.
You think that, boy?
Hell no.
Yeah,
I was just messing with him.
Did y'all define what this gay trend is? Because I hate that word, trend. Like gay is a trend.
Yes, so like I was saying previously, it's like no.
No, okay. What I was saying off air is
that was cute.
If you gay, you gay. You don't need a TV show to. Now I understand everybody want more people like them on air. I get that. That's not a problem.
Yes, because I love the L word. I loved Queer as Folk. I love I watch a lot of the gay shows. Will and Grace. I love all of those shows.
I watched none of those.
Why would
Ellen DeGeneres, where there are gay people, homosexual people. I have no problem with the shows. Again, my biggest issue is having to try to explain this to a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old. And during those impressionable, not those shows, but they're on the cartoons.
And I'll give you that.
Teletubbies and...
But okay.
No, Teletubbies, I did like Teletubbies.
But I feel like it is important to have those conversations with your young ones, like you would have it with the sex talk or like talking to strangers.
I'm not having that conversation with no 2 or 3-year-old.
But these are serious situations that they're gonna come about, whether whether they find out from you or
did
from
we have
TV.
These conversations?
We did.
The interesting part
at 2 and 3
we're in a
and 4
different
and 5
era now.
No, at 5 did we have these conversations?
No.
Right, exactly.
But I knew of those. Trust me, kids are smart. I knew of all of those things, and it wasn't from y'all,
especially social media. So we understand
so
that.
it is important to have these conversations. Now, whether you want them to watch certain TV shows, that's up to you. That's up to the parenting skills. But I feel like people do need to be talking about it to their kids.
Did he just question our parents?
That's what it sounds like, play.
No, I'm just saying.
He came to McLean's Couch.
But you opened yourself up for it.
Oh, I got dreams.
You opened yourself up for it.
You got a little dream. I got a belt. Your father got a belt that I ain't afraid to use. You want to play with me?
I mean, you opened yourself up for it by saying that you wasn't going to teach no 2-year-old.
And I'm still not.
Okay, that's why he told
okay. So what if they was at school and they saw 2 girls kissing and they come home so now that's the appropriate time for you to talk to them about it?
At 2 years old, it's to be expected, because at 2-year-old, you got to think kids are emotional creatures. At that age, they kiss their parents, they kiss their friends, they see their parents kissing, they see their parents kissing their siblings.
And it's also a developmental age.
Exactly. So at that point, it would not be a question in my mind at that point for me to have a discussion with them. My discussion with them would be at between 2 and 5 is that you don't kiss strangers. You don't kiss people you don't know.
Right, I feel like you should have a certain conversation, just not like the full-on conversation.
Just about like, wait a minute, like I want you to really think back to how we explain certain things to you and your siblings. We explained it to where it's age appropriate. Like when Nakaya asked us, well, mommy, how does the person get pregnant? How do babies are made? And I said, by kissing.
You know those are rhetorical questions. I'm pretty sure she knows exactly where they were.
Not at that age. She
I knew in the
didn't.
first grade.
Nakaya was like, what, 5 or 6? When she asked how babies are made?
I mean, like...
She didn't know, so I told her, you get pregnant by kissing.
I feel like at that age they will already know though.
Hold up. Told her a blatant lie.
That is not a blatant lie. Wait a minute.
That's why she
Wait
grew
a minute.
up to be a
Time
hypochondriac.
out.
They took over the same day. Nobody.
We gonna press pause, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I did not lie to her. Pregnancy do begin with kissing.
That's not what you said, though.
But that's not how you get.
I said you can get pregnant by kissing.
That's what you said.
Why can't you? So if me and him start kissing, next thing his hand gonna touch your boob. Next thing you know, his penis is gonna fall in my vagina.
It's the introduction, but it's not. Just go for detail.
That's the top of it all, but it's not like coming down your throat and you getting pregnant.
You can get pregnant by kissing, but it's not by a baby. That's called a herpes.
Hello. Wait a minute.
That pops up on your lip.
I'm just saying.
That's the first time I seen her fall silent.
I'm just saying. That was nasty.
Because it's gone.
Right.
But it's true.
We're going to bypass that comment. We're going to bypass that comment like he said, come down your throat.
Kissing leads to other things that can cause pregnancy. Yes, Jasmine, and that is the truth. So,
but she said the truth. You said fibs.
I did not say fibs.
Oh my gosh.
She told half truth. She didn't.
That is a huge fib because you can kiss and not do anything else.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you kiss, but
you sure you my son?
These lips don't.
You sure you my son?
These lips don't kiss nothing that ain't gonna go inside. I'm sorry.
Hello.
We ain't drinking off of you no more.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I said these lips don't kiss if ain't nothing going inside. I ain't kidding. No, see, you play too much. You know what? So, Bird says, gay is not a trend, it's life. I have several gay friends and a gay son. Society makes it fashion trends or like it's a new commodity. No one chooses this. So you all...
That's what I said. That's why I
you
said
almost
I
have to rear your kids now to know about these things because TV will do it in a non-parental way.
And that's
and that's what we were saying.
Yeah, we wasn't saying gay is a trend. That's not the part. We were saying that.
No, that's why I wanted you to tell me why you
TV is making it seem like it's a trend.
Dr. Brent asked Damontae, who only kisses?
But TV is also when the parent is not teaching their child, like you said, you're not going to teach your 2-year-old. TV is now stepping in place of that.
But TV has always stepped into place because remember, I remember growing up.
Hit it off in the past.
I remember growing up and a person be like, go sit your ass in front of the TV and don't move.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
They done ran to the store, went to the mall.
They gave you programming.
Yes, gave you programming. And they was y'all heard it here first. Hey, Robbie, can I get a hand clap?
So do y'all truly think
Robbie, can I get a hand clap?
We're like, okay, we're gonna brainwash these kids. We're gonna make this storyline so we can influence other people. Or do y'all think they really create shows just for entertainment purposes?
I think it's mixed. Truthfully, when we talking about Hollywood, yes, you will make shows just to program people. When
like Love and Hip Hop,
think about it. They make shows just for take away the gay. Just imagine the programming they give people now. It's okay to be ratchet. It's okay to wear these type of clothing.
It's okay for white women to carry black girl characteristics, but it's not okay for black girls to have big asses
because I know where you're leaving.
Like Kylie Jenner.
Well, I know.
Just saying.
Whatever. Kylie's a bad bitch. You're jealous.
Why she a bad bitch? Because she stole features from my people. Because she wear braids and now she. Oh God.
Well, I know for myself, growing up in Baltimore, I see a lot of guys like
check your boyfriend,
taking their pants, doing drugs and stuff like that, and I didn't want to be anything like them. So I had to step up with myself.
On TV too, right?
Dressing myself different, speaking different, and a lot of people after high school said that I changed a lot on the way I spoke and the way I dressed, which I presented myself in a different way.
Is it because you're gay?
I don't think so, but it also has a lot to do with that as well, because I upgraded myself to want to do better and get better jobs, and I feel like being gay is also kind of like you said, that's profitable.
But it was his expression. Because that's how you expressed yourself. It wasn't just because of gayness.
I feel like in the African American community, being black and gay, working with certain organizations and profits, you would get the job more than like a hood black person.
Absolutely.
Just say hood nigga. You know you wanted to say. Let me pause. Hood nigga. But like Dr. Ren said, programming is real, and it's true. Programming is real.
As long as you're accepting to it.
But think about it, we talk about
I agree. It's only real if you feeding into it.
But think about it. The less educated, most of the people in this room, if not all the people in this room, have some type of college education.
Correct.
Pretty much. Everybody at this table.
Right.
Now, looking at that, we're less susceptible to programming as towards someone who is not college educated,
right?
Whose mind isn't as open as ours.
But why are we college educated? What makes us want to go to college and be? And
I went to college only because I got tired of being broke, and I realized in order for me to get the job I needed,
that's the real reason
people
too.
That are not educated are accepting to that program
because they're more susceptible to it,
right? Because they don't have anything else driving them.
And also, we also understand education
isn't something that's
isn't also school based. Mm-hmm. When we say education, we assume it's school based. Education also isn't school based. You can learn, you can educate yourself,
and you can learn a lot from television too.
So when we say highly educated, we know fact from fiction sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And when I say and what I was talking about, granted, everyone in this room has some type of college education. I personally know quite a few dudes on the streets who are extremely educated. They are self-educated. They don't have a piece of paper to back them from a school, but they're smarter than half the people half the motherfuckers I went to school with. And I will ride with them like hands down. I would ride with them before I ride with a person with a degree, simply because what they're speaking makes more sense to me.
You know,
just because you got a degree doesn't mean you have common sense.
Because I went to school with a lot of dumb people.
This is interesting though, because Dr. Ren just said I went to college because I had to get the hell out of the hood.
Exactly.
Right. It's so interesting to me because I grew up in the county and I moved into the hood. But that wasn't my purpose for going to college. My purpose for going to college was the betterment of my life. I bought a brand new house in the hood. Everybody else's house isn't brand new, but mine is, and I feel comfortable in my own space.
Yes, your house is gorgeous.
Yeah,
it is a nice house.
To stay in the hood was to help them better themselves. If you see somebody else doing better, you always want to ask the question, how did they do it? Now, if you ask that question, then I'll explain to you what your next step should be to get to where you want to be. Now, if you're going to continue to just pop out babies and stay on the system, then that's not my problem.
Okay,
but I'm here to answer your questions when you have it.
But here's the thing. Let's take the flip side of that. Why don't TV have more positive programming in?
Exactly. I mean, once upon a time
they
we
create
had
stuff that you're going to pay attention to.
My point is that, so that goes back to what we saying.
Which again, to me, goes back to the gay agenda. If you really look at it, think about reality TV. Now, again, I binge watch reality TV. I live for reality TV. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Little Women Atlanta, Little Women LA. I watch Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, everything. I binge watch because I love the ratchet, but I started noticing a trend on that one. There was so many women that was just all of a sudden coming out to be bisexual. Now, I was bisexual when it was a real struggle to be bisexual. I was out and about like, hey, I'm here. I don't give a fuck what you think. Yes, I like men. I like women. Wait before you speak. I was doing this before it was cool. I was doing this when bitches was telling me, the gay females and gay men were telling me that I was a petri dish of disease. Yes, I'm spreading around infection because I can't choose because I'm confused. Now it's a trend to be bi. I have a problem with that because this is actually who I am. I have this problem now.
You can hear it in her voice.
I find it very I find it annoying that it's now a trend to be bisexual. I find it annoying that women are allowing themselves to be placed in a situation that they're not comfortable with just to keep a man. or just to be the new hot thing on the scene. That's where I draw the line. That's where the profit comes in.
But it's a difference between people actually coming out, because what if TV makes it acceptable for them to come out? What if TV
I'm all
made
for it.
But you gotta know the difference between someone actually coming out and a trend.
But here's the thing.
So how do you know that difference? How do you know someone is fake or somebody is real?
I work in, you know what I do. I work in the community, and for a long time I work with kids. And kids have always felt comfortable coming out to me, not even knowing what my sexuality is, because I don't tell them that. I don't tell my clients that.
What is their influence? What made them feel so comfortable to come to you?
Because coming to me, I let them know this is a judgment-free zone.
And here's one of the things that I wish too.
So what if the way you feel is the way they feel about TV? Like if somebody looking at it like, oh, they're bi, maybe I can be myself.
Right, that's in the lines of what I was getting ready to say, because I wish it was in the lines of where you don't have to come out anymore.
Right, straight people don't come out.
Right. What's this
how do you know straight people?
Right, y'all born you coming out of?
Because there's no judgment. There's no judgment.
Exactly.
If you get the judgment when you see somebody that looks different.
But no. Here's the thing. This is like we sat there and you and I have always had these conversations. All right, we're gonna finish this conversation when we come back. Every time we get heated, oh my God, we gotta go to break.
410-702-5657.
Again, that number is 410-702-5657.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
Focus on the word take for a moment.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I mean, when I begin to just, think about take, when you taking something. Yes, we think about, the possession and grab and hold, but when you taking something on, you're capturing it, you're securing it, and you become impregnated with that.
Wow.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium somewhere.
I want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that building.
So you just shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that, 'cause that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Or
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like tear it up, but just like a
little 1-2,
a little, not voguing, but kind of the essence of it. Very posy and hit the mark. Yeah, we're not trying to like bust out sweats.
So that's mean you don't have the dance gene in you.
I can dance.
Okay,
that's
not what I
was doing. I can dance, but I'm not, trying to get that. That's not my lane. I want to keep it really kind of a retro feel with like the new school with a retro feel. Like
okay. Little Banji Soul.
Yeah.
People gonna start using that.
Right. And they should.
Little Banji Soul. Yeah. But just mark it so people know, like, this was mine.
This where it came from. Because, people was queens out here now that was princesses last week. They was princesses before my album dropped. Now they queen or something. Like, pinky up.
I cannot.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on Be Exposed
This the man that holds it down, Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship. My girl happens to be long distance. So with that being said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money.
Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
That's right.
Do you know what you like?
you know what you like, you know the stroke, all that. So you're right, and I mean you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's your body. Yeah, I'm over here struggling with the ear.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you today. I'm glad it's you today, brother.
Oh, this thing going to drop. It's going to drop about at least like 5 times.
I'm over there struggling.
So.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Here we go yet again on McLean's couch. I am your host, Coed Bliss, along with the other host, Mr. Dabruhma Bull.
The Bull.
Yeah.
What's up?
And we are joined in the studio today by Mr. Damontae Brenta.
What's up?
And Mr. Kenzell.
What up? What up?
And of course, you see now we are joined by the lovely, the illustrious, the sexified Miss Mimi.
Ooh, how you doing?
Miss Mimi.
Yes, Mimi, give me life.
Did you say sexy Mimi?
I did say the
All
lovely,
right.
sexy
Make
baby.
sure you said that. Make sure you said that.
All right, so we're going to come back with some of the comments we have from Facebook because it appears that this seems to be an amazing topic this evening. Dr. Ren said, yes, bisexuality used to be a struggle. Now it's glorified. She said she also lost friends over this. Jasmine said, being bi is the new lesbian. They're only that way to fit in. Miss Bird, hey cousin Bird, she said they took that out. It's demoralizing of a generation. TV and social media is targeted at a race of people. Keep your mindset little and your situation repetitive so that another race can remain substantial in the world. Miss Chanel Clark, hey boo. She said, I don't have a degree or even a diploma, but I finished at a trade school. I have a business and started another and just got approved to purchase the house. I've been living in it for 5 years.
Well, congratulations.
It doesn't matter the level of education you have. It depends on the person and what they want out of life. I'm late with my comment, but as to what Keita was saying, yes, Miss Chanel Clark, you are so right. She is one of the people that I was talking about. This baby is hood smart, street smart to death. She rides or die for hers. I love her hustle. I do. And Chanel, you keep moving, baby.
I tell people all the time before we begin off topic real fast, but college only means that you're able to finish something. It does not mean that you're smart.
I agree.
I'm sorry, people.
There's some dummies that go to college.
Yes.
That's just stupid. I'm not dumb, but I agree though.
I'm highly intelligent, and yes, I'm thankful for me having a master's. Me and my wife both have masters, but I've been in school with some people, even in the master's program. I'm looking at them like, well, why the hell you here? How did you make it here?
Right.
So
I made it through trade school and college.
Yeah.
Me too. I went to barber school before I went to, and it took me years before I went to college.
I had a hair license and got tired of doing hair, and I was a stripper. Man, I love the strippers.
You was stripping?
I was.
You must
wasn't paying attention. I met her at the strip club.
I did.
Well, that's okay, cause
you see.
Oh no, I'm not ashamed.
I fell in love with a stripper,
baby. My past has made me who I am today.
Yeah, your past
me the experience. And it has given me the experience and the know-how for me to be able to help the community that I work with.
And that's the reason why we brought up this topic, is because to me I see exploitation at times of people that shouldn't be exploited, because if your homosexuality is who you are. But when you start getting people that sit behind these desks programming and filming and making a profit off of it, that's when I have a problem. Like,
that's what we mean by pushing the
so
gay.
why gay lifestyle can't give new experiences? Though
it is to a point. But like, okay, being black, they can't push a black agenda.
They've been doing that for years.
We
all stereotype through every
stereotype, but it's not an agenda.
Pushing agenda is different.
Pushing agenda means you're gonna get something from it.
Because if you're pushing the black agenda, you're going to get the whole experience of black people. You're not going to just
take
my mother joined you guys.
Hey, what's up, Dana?
Hey, Dana, baby.
Hey, mommy.
I'm going to give you an example. We are exploited when you only show the violence that we do and the drug dealing we do. You're not going to show the thousands and thousands of black men that's actually in college.
The ones who walk across the stage as doctors and lawyers and politicians. Our positive black people who are making the movement.
And so when people think about it, when you watch people that at these Trump rallies and support Trump. They only go off the imagery that they see off of TV. All black people are savage and all black people commit crimes. Well, that's not the truth. Right. Only a small percent of us do that, but that small percent is the one that's getting the limelight.
Right.
So that's what I mean by programming, because the average thing about the average person at this table is in college, had a degree, or working towards a degree, or have a job, or doing something positive in their community. But if you're not from our community and you turn on TV and all you see is crime and drugs, and then the movies portray everything, but all our top movies, Denzel Washington, great actor, right? They had some great roles. What he won the Oscar for? Being a drug dealer cop.
Yep. And look at Halle Berry. What did she win an Oscar for? Fucking a white man. And that movie sucks.
So that's what we mean by
she done played several crackheads.
That was Monster?
Monster, yes.
She done played several crackheads. Like Losing Isaiah. Losing Isaiah should have won an Emmy, Oscar, everything. She did an amazing fucking job in that movie. However, she won an Emmy or Oscar for fucking a white dude. Billy Bob Thornton.
So when we
by the way, I love Billy Bob Thornton, but she did not deserve an Oscar because she didn't even fucking good.
So when we say programming and what's TV, so when you ask that question, do you think people sit around the table and figure, hey, if this is gonna influence people? Yes, I do at times. Some of the shows when you watch L Word, maybe in the beginning, L Word, Queers Folks, they just show the gay experience. Cool, fine, I understand that. When you start pushing it down people's throats, same thing if I don't care if you watching about drug dealers, you constantly see all these drug dealers. Now think about it this way. Now you start to see more Mexican drug dealer shows. So what you think these younger kids gonna grow up thinking when they see a Mexican person? Oh, they're a drug dealer.
Oh, or better yet, in our generation, we had a different world. We had the Cosby Show. So our generation is a change. Our generation, and when it comes to parenting, is a lot different than the generation before and the generation after us. Because think about it. You've always had, even though your mom and dad were not together, Damontae, you've always had your parents in your life. Right?
Correct.
You were even fortunate enough to get an evil, wicked stepmother that has always had your back.
Correct.
All right. So again,
I don't know where she get that narrative from, but that's narrative she like to stick with.
What? My evil, wicked stepmother?
Yes, and I've always loved her. She always think I was so
that's what people tell her.
I don't know where that came from.
You know where I got that from? I got that from when the very first time you and I connected was because I said, yes, even though I don't have a ward, I will always be your evil, wicked stepmother. But that's because stepmothers were always evil and wicked, right?
We got to bring this back when we come back.
Why is it every time I get on the mic, we got to go to break?
So sure.
We got to pay some bills. We got to pay some bills, people.
Fuck them bills. All right, give us a call. 410-702-5657.
Hey everybody, it's Monty, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com, and I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So what do we talk about on this show? I can tell you this, there has never been a show that I have gotten completely through the full agenda because our topics, our conversations are just that damn good. I cover politics, gossip, entertainment, and hey, I love a good panel discussion. Hey, get a group of people in here and let us debate it out. That is the best thing in the world. Not to mention, I take calls and texts, and I'll debate with you too. So why don't you get involved and be heard? What's that old adage? Closed mouths don't get fed. That says it all. So join me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Call me at 410-702-5657. You can text at 443-642-9403. And don't forget to be heard and vote in our weekly poll right on the website. Check it out. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Last time on Talk Lately.
Government. I don't understand why. Look, me, and I haven't said anything either. But this is my moment. Where this American Healthcare Act is. Oh, you all right? Ooh, a sneeze and a cough. How'd that work out? That sounds real difficult. Like, damn, sneezing is like you skipping a heartbeat. A cough is like you bringing up a lung. So it was like a sneeze and a cough. So you was dying twice. Because you was coughing, it's like, you okay? Achoo! What? How you fit that in there? So, now back to the American Healthcare Act, because you're going to need that to get the cough and the sneeze together.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. As busy as you are, because they're good at itemizing their time, and they actually have a passion for what they do. One of the biggest lessons that I learned, I get to say this on Weird, was finding people who are not only interested in doing what you need to get done, but people who have a passion for it, because that will eliminate the idea of people just working for a paycheck. Right. Because when people sign up for a paycheck, we all had jobs where we slacked off, where we stole away in a little storage room.
Fell asleep.
Thank you.
I saw a meme the other day that had Bart Simpson and the little boy with the glasses. I didn't watch the show, so don't be mad at me. Don't send me no daggum messages. The little boy with the glass, Millhouse, that was his name. He's showing him a cave, and it says, when you're asked to show around the new coworker, and it says, this is where I come to cry. Cool.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. What's going on this weekend? Nothing? It's too cold? Girl, I'm never going to go see this Selma movie. Gosh. It's sad. I don't like looking at people in old clothes. You know what I'm saying? Dressed in them styles. Those styles is played. And I definitely don't want to go see another movie where Oprah got her bags on display. The ones under her eyes. And I love me some Oprah, but goodness gracious, they always put her, strip her down with no makeup on, and them bags on her eyes be on display. Like, girl, let your worries go. Stop holding them down like that. Get some rest.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Today's a heated topic, the gay agenda. We got a lot of personalities in this building today. Of course, McLean's Couch, Dabruhma Bull,
Co-Ed Bliss,
and we got our special guest, Mr.
Damontae Brenta.
What's up?
And Mr. Kenzell.
What's up?
And of course, we can never leave out the illustrious, the sexy, the beautiful, the laid back today.
Yeah, she like, but you know what?
I'm kind of sad today.
Why you sad, baby?
What's wrong?
Because Jungle not here.
Oh,
they beefing.
Yeah, she didn't want to tell me that part, but okay.
They beefing. But
if you listen to Jungle, bring your ass to the station next week.
No. Jungle. No. Get yourself together.
Yeah.
Or get the step and say,
all right, so
love you, babe.
Tonight's there you go.
All right.
So tonight's topic, we're talking about, is there a gay agenda being pushed? So we were sitting here, we were talking about several things that we've been noticing, how these male celebrities, these black male role model celebrities are starting to wear feminine clothing. They're feminizing themselves. Like, we was watching one comedian and he was like, talking about one rapper talking about some, you ain't gonna like the way shit goes down when I pull a Mac 10 out my purse. I mean, I wouldn't take a nigga serious if he's talking about pulling a Mac 10 out his purse.
But what?
I'm gonna say, even up the street on Saratoga in Utah,
my boobs look nice tonight, don't they?
They have all that weed, all that money.
Kenzell,
they do.
My
they say it right.
Yes, they do. They really
look, he bad. Look at the bad. His eyebrows mad.
Go, Kenzell, what you saying?
Don't get mad because you're bad.
Saratoga in Utah, I see them on the corner with like Kirch posters on. Even with the side joint where they just put that weed in, put that money in, they just reach in, reach out.
And I think
a man should not have a damn purse.
But he's straight.
I don't care.
I mean,
it's called a satchel.
It's called a fucking purse.
But their pants be too tight.
And men wearing their pants underneath their ass. I don't care if that is gay.
And I think it's a cultural, because I remember when I got earrings.
That's
you know
gay.
what I mean? And the men before me, shut the hell up. And the men before me was like, oh, that's gay. Oh, you only get one earring. So I was trying to be defiant, and I got two. And I ended up getting four.
Like, that's that
everything is
your eyebrows are gay.
You know, Taurus are stubborn, so you had to get two if they said one is bad.
Yeah,
but wait, hold on. Wait, Jasmine said they carry them satchels, as you just called them, in Europe.
Yes, I got that from The Hangover.
Of course you did, because he didn't want to call it a purse. And I understand they carry them in Europe, but in America we call them purses, and that's gay.
Bear said he need a wallet, and it can't fit in them skinny jeans.
They carry the satchel.
That's a good question.
What?
How can you carry a wallet in them damn skinny jeans? Them
You
leggings?
can't.
You can't carry a gun in skinny jeans.
You can't.
I mean, that's why they got the purse. I mean,
in my best Kendall Jenner voice, you just can't.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't. I'm just saying.
I like them a
Damontae.
little bit. I'm starting to really like them.
See, and you programming.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I am a 90s. I'm a 90s girl. I'm gonna always stay hood. I'm gonna always keep it gully. If my man ever comes into the house with a pair of leggings on, I am getting a divorce.
Who's wearing leggings?
Leggings?
Wait a minute.
If my man comes
They do make Meggins though for like working out.
Shit.
Yeah, they wear them. What the fuck you wear them?
He has those. I buy them. You wear
Wait, what the hell is Meggins?
What are Meggins?
men leggings.
The man leggings that you wear. Compression pants.
Oh, compression pants.
They're called Meggins.
Yeah, I use them to work out in.
Yeah.
Really?
But you
And
know
I wear basketball shorts.
I
just said that. All right.
I said that's fine, but we're not going shopping in the grocery store with his Meggins on.
Without
You
my
won't
basketball
even
shorts.
see that on the
But he
tag
would-
of the clothing saying Meggins.
Okay.
You seen something saying Meggins? Anybody?
My man ain't coming in the house wearing
Y'all keep
fucking
making up
You
shit.
talking about
Jagged
just Meggins? If you wear hooping shorts over it, that's something different.
Exactly,
Yes.
but that's used compression. All right, you got to think the compression pants and compression shorts are used for a specific function.
Right.
Working
That is
out.
for working out, or like when my son has them for
play.
sports,
Right.
because it gets cold playing football.
Hell
So
yeah.
yes, I buy them for him. But he's not walking around with a merce, wearing leggings and a beater. We not doing that. My son don't
Yeah,
need
that's
to
too
look
much.
like his sister.
But these guys will do it.
Wait, I got
What
a question.
guys?
Well,
Not-
y'all wear
not
No, the
Meggins.
fuck my
No,
son
I'm
ain't.
not wearing
Did you
Meggins.
know
It's your son right here.
That's my son.
Don't judge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, that's my
You
question.
never seen me in a long
Wait,
past my knees.
Hold on. Yeah, I know he got real pissed off. His father came out on that one.
But wait, those shorts you had on the other day
I
was
do
cute.
wear shorts. I
you
do
do.
that.
Those shorts were cute.
Wait a minute, Keita. How short was them shorts?
They were pretty short.
You show her the shorts. Wait a minute.
Balls slingering out the side. They weren't slinging out the side. But
Oh,
Hey, hold on, let me tell Mimi.
he did have a print.
Thank
and
you,
I felt
Jack. Main say, cyclist shorts from the '70s. Okay, leave me alone. My gym shorts.
I took my son.
This one.
Damontae,
'Cause we got two other
to the
boys.
gym. This nigga came to the gym in them short ass shorts.
Wait a minute.
It's funny. Let me tell you the story behind it. Right.
What's his
So
right?
I'm getting dressed going to the gym. And I'm like, I do have some hooping shorts that are below my knees. But I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, man, this don't feel
Say,
like me.
man,
I'm
they
going to put
cute.
on my shorts.
I'm going with my daddy and my little shorts.
I literally was thinking about wearing long shorts. But I feel like by me doing that, that's who I am. Like, I'm not going to go to the gym with my dad in long shorts. No, that's not me. Like, I don't feel that way.
And we have never expected you to be anybody but yourself.
Right.
We have always pushed you to be who you were, and I didn't give a good goddamn who got offended in the process. And I'm sure you remember what it
He be trying to make me wear short shorts. I'm not.
No, we're not gonna do that to
That's what's
Kenzell.
up.
And any parent that's out there that have a child that's gay, bisexual, LGBTQ, URMST, whatever it is, accept your child for who they are.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, we want people to feel comfortable with explaining who they are. And it's not about, and this is what I want to say to you.
Keita, you'll be miserable if you don't. If you don't be who you are,
Oh no, I can exactly. I've been on jobs where I got fired because I just did not know who to be other than myself. Yeah. So, and they laughing because they know I go to work. I'm home early, and niggas like, "Why you here?" Oh, I got fired. Let's just move on.
And she got fired, but she couldn't count dimes.
Shut your ass up. And it was nickels. Anyway, the one thing, it's not about what we've said on this show constantly is about coming out. Why do gay people feel that there should be coming out? It's not so much about coming out, but when you are different from the norm, and we're saying that
what is the norm?
Heterosexuality is the model for normalcy, quote unquote. I know y'all see me being skeptical, but my thing is, it's hard when you're gay to tell your parents who you are. What people fail to realize is 90% of parents already know their children are gay. So telling your parents that who you are should be something easy to say. And listen, I'm gay.
But why should you have to tell them? You should just be yourself. They should already know, right? So they should just know.
That's what she's saying. They already know.
But here's the thing: even though we know, there still needs to be confirmation. Even though my youngest son, I am pretty sure he is straight as
So it needs to be confirmation that he's straight.
Yes, it is. He comes to, but you got to think, because what you said was, well, why do I need to come out? Because when a child is straight, they go to their parents and they ask specific questions that identifies them as being straight. So that's them coming out. The questions that they ask, like, Dad, so how do I wear a condom? What happens if a girl does this? Yes.
So technically,
you don't.
But technically, there is an instance where straight people do come out.
They do. They come out as kids or girls.
We just don't look at it that way.
Like, okay, my girls are asking me questions about being bisexual or liking other girls, or asking about, well, what happens if a boy want to kiss me, or what should I do if this happens? This is their means of coming out as being straight.
Yes.
So there is a point in life where straight people do come out.
Also,
even if they don't talk to their parents, they talk to their friends. They talk to their teachers. They talk to someone to confirm that they're straight or gay or whatever.
My fault.
I ain't going there with you. That fucking Nate. I mean, me personally, and Mr. Earl Everline, what up, Fred? Said, let your parents know you're comfortable with yourself.
Yes, that's the
all
key.
that is. It's not so much as coming out. It's just saying, hey, this is who I am, and this is who I'm comfortable with. The problem I have is when kids do come out, how parents reject their child. Guess what, bitch? You're rejecting yourself.
Yeah.
That is your DNA, regardless of what. That is your child.
Right.
And Mr.
It is not an abnormality.
And Mr. Everline said, letting your parents know you're comfortable with yourself. And
I said that.
No, but what I'm going back is that when we say you pushing the gay agenda, you're not allowing, if people are influenced by a certain lifestyle, regardless, I don't care if it's gay, I don't care if you're black, Hispanic, you're just influenced by that culture. Are you really allowing that child, if it's being forced down the throat? We just talked about the drug dealing. If you're influenced by that, are you allowing that child to be themselves? Because if they didn't see that imagery all the time, maybe they wouldn't have turned to that lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying because, let's be honest, and there's gay males over here, right? How many times you might have looked at somebody and was like, are they gay or are they doing this because they want attention?
A lot.
I don't know, because they keep on looking at me like
you might listen to me.
I got the attention.
Hey, look, y'all. I don't know, because they keep on looking at me like they want a piece of this.
Don't mind me. She's
okay. Now, as y'all can see, you can tell
They
which
might
one's
not
the
be.
prude and which one's the. Okay, let's have fun.
Oh, I can't have
Don't
fun.
mind me, y'all.
These are not funny parts.
But just not like that. That's not your.
Not my cup of tea.
Let these nipples pop out on your ass.
Why is he with the whole red That is my son. Yes.
It's chocolatey ass.
All right. You know everybody likes a little chocolate.
Well, you know he do got his father features.
Nigga, sit your ass. All right,
we gotta go on break. Wait, we gotta go to break.
We gotta go to break.
Yeah, we gotta go to break.
God damn it, Robbie!
Soon as you come on, book.
All right, yet again, we're going to pay some bills.
Shut up.
410-702-5657. Give us a call.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taken over the country? They range from $300 to $600. They're blowing up. And then, I mean, literally blowing up. That one video, I thought that was going to be the one and only video that I saw in reference to it, and it wasn't. I seen, now I could probably tell you about 10 to 15 videos of this happening, where this battery gets super, super hot and burns like holes into your tennis shoes.
Oh my.
And I know you would be pissed if you was wearing Jordans and you just paid all that money, you know, your lights are off. And
especially if they're from China.
Your lights off.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here
You
on
are
Be
listening
Exposed
to
Radio.
BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or in different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live. Be Exposed Radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Be Exposed Radio.
Definitely not taking responsibility for other people's emotions and things that's going on, and owning up to who you are. I know that's what you were finishing on, so you can speak more on that, sister.
Yeah, just making sure, because at the end of the day, what happens to us, especially women, we're nurturers. So by life, you know, we tend to want to, I call men projects, like fix-me-uppers, people that come with issues. And for some reason, I mean, people, we all have issues, but people who, like, want you to help them through their issues, you know? So we take on projects because we get to the point to where we're like, okay, I just want to have somebody, as opposed to the quality of the person that you're getting. And then we start to own all of their issues, and we start to feel bad because things are not progressing the way that we want it to, you know, and that's not fair to us. So we can't own somebody else's stuff. If somebody's not ready when you meet them, that's not your fault. That's theirs. It's their loss. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger, the host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Make sure you catch me and my crew every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop King. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
How did you know that this is what you wanted to do as far as being a singer or entertainer?
It's always been in me. It's always been a part of who I am.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody.
What up?
We left off talking about this homosexual agenda, and Mr. Eveline and Miss Rashida Brown got into a very good conversation on Facebook. Please log in so you can catch it. But before we went to break, someone had a question. Do gay people wear their condoms different? Would you guys like to answer that question, please?
No, if you have a penis, you're gonna
get
wear
to the
it.
mic. Get to the
Sorry,
mic.
if you have a penis, you're gonna wear it the same way as a regular a straight person.
Don't say regular. Don't say regular.
I meant to say straight person.
There we go. Aren't you regular?
I'm sorry, what?
Aren't you a regular person?
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that. I corrected myself.
The reason why he said he could, the person that wrote the comment actually clarified what he meant. He was going off what you said when straight people come to their parents to talk about how you wear a condom. So he said, so do gay people wear condoms differently?
Okay, no. I said when my son, who's 11 or 12,
the youngest son,
ask a question about wearing a condom and what is the reason for wearing a condom. So me being the mother that I am, and Damontae, you know I ain't lying, I took a cucumber, I took a condom, and I showed him how to put one on. And I explained to him the reason for wearing a condom. Had nothing to do with gay or homosexual agenda or him being straight.
Yeah,
it had with him to do with being safe.
Do different vegetables wear their condoms different?
Yes, carrots. Yes, because carrots like potato. Carrots like to wear their condoms inside out. They feel like they get more protection.
Just asking.
And cucumbers, they need magnums.
A potato. What do a potato need?
A potato need to sit his ass in the corner. He ain't getting no play. That's what I'm saying. All right, so we're coming back, and damn it, every time we leave off, I have no idea where the hell we left off at because so much goes on during the breaks.
All right, so I have a question.
Nobody cares about your question.
Shut the hell up.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Shut the hell up, woman.
You want to play with my nipples?
When we go home.
Okay.
That's not gay.
He said, oh my God, awkward turtle.
This is a question that always come up, and we hear this, and Ms. Cora Bliss alluded to this earlier when we first started.
That's Mrs.
Is there a difference between the gay struggle, homosexual people struggle, and the black community struggle? Because people always compare, it's being compared. And is there a difference in the struggles?
I honestly believe there is a difference in the struggle. I think we both get I think both communities significantly get targeted because, again, with some people, you can't hide being black. No matter how much you try.
No way.
When I walk outside, I'm black.
And we black as hell.
Into a store, I'm black. I can't hide it. A gay person can hide their gayness.
Yeah.
Some can, some cannot.
Well, I know I feel that.
Like you walk into a store, nobody's gonna automatically assume you're gay. They're just gonna think, oh, this is a little black kid. You're gonna get picked on for being black before you would being gay.
Right.
As to with me, I'm automatically, oh, this is black bitch. Bitch, let me string you up on a tree and put this motherfucker up in you.
Right.
That's what it is. But I honestly believe that there is a difference only because the struggles that black people had to do to get just natural human rights along itself. We could not go into a store and sit in a restaurant next to a white person and get served. We had to eat off the ground or go through the back door or had separate bathrooms that were not suitable for our living. We drank from different water fountains that were not suitable for our living. Yet we fought for these rights.
And it's still like that in certain
the rights for LGBT. Yes, there are certain rights that you fight for, but you don't have to.
Oh, let's get the guests to answer that question. What do y'all think?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know you about to go in.
Yeah,
Look, he's on and out over
Can
here.
you please repeat the question?
No, I was
The
the
question-
her speech.
Right. She felt like Martin Luther King over here. Right the power. No, he was eating off the ground.
Like, damn, y'all.
My feet hurt for being a strong black woman.
I ain't need y'all no motherfucking
I
ground.
get passionate about things. I can be educated and not goofy. I think I like goofy better.
The question is, do you think there's a difference
titties look
between
poppin' tonight.
the gay community and the black people, the struggles of the gay community and the black community?
Definitely
You think they the same?
Yes, I think they're the same because even though I'm gay, I'm still black. In my skin, I'm still black. So either way,
Nigga, you light skin.
I'm black at the end of the day. I'm African American. My skin is black.
Yes, all right. I'm just
At
playing
the end
with
of
you.
the day, it's still both a struggle because they see most corporations, most white people, let's put out there,
Yeah.
they see black people a certain way as being hood, thuggish, or not as educated as everyone else. Where they see as a gay person is more flamboyant, or they can't do a certain job at the end of the day, certain
baby.
boundaries that most straight people don't know that we can handle.
So, but you think the struggles are exactly the same?
Yes.
Are you saying that because you black and gay, or you?
I think it's because
He's saying it because he black, gay,
Take your blackness out of just
take
the
away
totality.
We really
separate the two. I'm gonna rewind a few years ago when I was black and straight and didn't like guys. And you can say whatever you want afterwards.
Boy, you can say so we're gonna say you were black and straight, and now you're black.
Yeah, I felt like certain jobs wouldn't hire me because I presented myself a certain way, or just because I acted on certain situations, or just because like I was just this young black nigga who just didn't know anything.
So you still feel that the struggles are the same?
No, now I'm just this popping ass nigga. You know?
I can get any job I want. Come on now.
You know,
I just gotta apply myself.
I'm not even Kenzell, Zaza.
Yes.
I'm done with you right now for this moment. Mr. Brenton.
What do you think?
Struggles are definitely different. I mean, if you look at history, like you were saying, black people was fighting for basic human rights, so the struggles are different. I think nowadays,
speaking to the mic.
Oh yeah,
I'm
get
sorry.
to the mic, baby.
Y'all didn't hear what I said?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I said, of course, being black is definitely different from being, gay, taken away from being black. Like you said, because we was fighting for basic human rights. But being gay, I don't know if you get treated different. Honestly, I feel the opposite. I feel like being gay, I feel like people are prone to me. Like, people are more want to talk to me, want to be my friend. They just think that I'm just like one of their girlfriends.
Because everybody needs a good Judy. but
I definitely understand
are
that.
like the best people because everybody needs
y'all
a
are
good
so
Judy.
happy.
But here's the problem with that.
Happy and people get things mixed up with the word gay.
Wait a minute, time out.
To me,
Hold on,
the
wait.
word gay is happy.
Hold on, Mimi. I'm gonna take it to my cousin Bird because I'm about to have a real good discussion with my cousin Bird. See, Damontae feels like that only because he's only been gay in the city. He's never been in rural America. He's never been Midwest.
Why
where
do they gotta call it gay? Can they just call it like you just like the freak? Like
nigga, he gay. He like dick.
Look, it is what it is. You can't change a man from being a man.
That nigga homo.
Left cheek.
The freak. You know what? You be quiet. Now wait.
You back on me.
Let me go. Let me take it to Facebook. Now my cousin Bird said yes, gays have it harder. I totally fucking disagree. The black struggle is nothing short from slavery. Again, totally disagree.
But it seems
Phones
like
now
gays.
make it more public. Being black and gay is a double fight.
Yeah, it is.
She also says, but as gay, when you're targeted, it's considered a hate crime in the justice system. Black is overlooked, which makes it, that right there proves my point. And if a police officer committed a crime against a gay person, they will more than likely be persecuted than doing something to a black person. Point blank, period. And there are times in this city, look at Brandon Tina, who was a white gay woman who was beaten and killed. along with a couple of other people. You have Matthew, the white boy Matthew, who was beaten because he was gay.
His name, but
his name was Matthew something. I can't
something.
remember. Being
ain't
gay
nobody with none of that
in America is a struggle. I will never take that away from anyone, especially when there is so much hate in this world. But like I said before, being gay, you can mask your gayness.
And I agree with you, because it's like in certain instance, like me being down Lexington Market, I'm not gonna be wearing my little shorts. So I'm not demasculating myself, but it's just I'm gonna act different.
You're gonna act like
in certain environments.
Kid. Looking at you, I see a college kid.
Yeah.
No matter what. I mean, of course, you're more lax when you're around us because we know whatever the case may be. But when you're in a public setting, in a place you don't know where you are,
Can I say something?
Wait a minute. You tend to be a little bit more masculine. Because you don't know where you are and you don't know if you can be targeted.
Right.
So you can mask being homosexual. There's absolutely no motherfucking way in this world that I can mask.
But certain people can mask because there are a lot of feminine gay guys out there that's just flamboyant as hell and can't mask that.
Shout out to my man Sean.
But my thing is this also too.
He got
and Corey Bliss touched on this.
Hey Sean, I love you.
Gayness comes in different colors.
It does. Just like black people.
Yeah.
So our struggle is different. We can't turn off being black.
We can't either.
No, what I mean is,
but you can mask it a lot better than I can.
Even if you talk about Sean, if you don't open his mouth, then nobody would know.
I know. As soon as he walked in,
he opened his mouth.
He have his straight moments. Don't come for him.
Yes, he does. And I've seen his straight moments.
He opened his mouth. Did giveaway.
Did giveaway. A white boy went to a black man on.
How he hold that mic? How he hold that mic like this?
Sean ain't even in the room.
No,
that's not.
Kenzell.
She trying it over here.
Mike, she really I had to slide a little bit to
the funny part, I didn't keep that. The mother, look.
She got it one time. Three times. I don't know that one time.
It's about to get it. It's about to go down on McLean's couch. It's about to go down.
Yes, the controversy is real. You don't come on, bitches, man. Especially not a McLean. We don't play them games. This is hilarious. Oh my God. So I mean, when it comes to, and this was one of the issues that I had in the LGBT community watching when it came time for the gay marriage debate. Again, from the door, I was like, shit, let the motherfuckers get married too. They deserve to be miserable just like the rest of them.
Hell yeah, I said the same
Let them
thing.
get married. That was my standpoint. But watching the LGBT community spokespersons speak out on some of the things, it pissed me off. I literally almost broke my television because one woman was like, black people had the right to do this. They fought for that, so we're gonna fight for that. Bitch, don't stand on the backs of blacks to push your fucking agenda.
Well, it's different when people are comparing one thing to another that are completely more severe than one other thing.
But that was my issue. The same issue that I have. I'm telling you, I got a lot of issues here. I had the same issues that I have with the whole bisexual thing. I have this issue with the LGBT community comparing their situation to blacks, to us fighting for basic human rights, to be considered a person instead of 1/3 of a person. Which constitutionally we're still
in the books as 1/3 of a person.
We got a separate bathroom.
And that's the reason why we getting shot down, because we 1/3 of a person. When we go to court,
and again,
we still 1/3 of a person.
That's going to be our next topic coming soon about police brutality and all of that other stuff. And I will have a police officer sitting in this chair. I'm not even going to front. It's going to get real. You
He's
feel
gonna
me?
catch it.
All right, so he ain't going to catch it because I like him.
He's still going to catch it for all the police officers.
No, he's not.
He's going to get these McLean blows.
No, he is not. I love him.
So don't pull me over when I leave out his office.
Say what?
I said, hope they don't pull me over when they leave out
He's
his office.
not going to pull you over because I'm going to cheat on him. I'm going to cheat on you with him.
Oh, okay.
Moving right along. Y'all heard it first on McLean's Couch. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. All right, no, but seriously, I have an issue with people piggybacking off of the struggles of others. Yeah. If it's your struggle, motherfucker, build your own struggle. Don't piggyback off of somebody else's struggle.
So how do you feel about Caitlyn Jenner?
That's a whole nother topic.
Caitlyn Jenner, I feel, is a confused piece of shit.
All of them is
trash.
Right along with her daughters.
All of them.
Cross the line. Hey, cross the line.
As I always do.
Not Kim.
Fuck Kim K. She done drove. Let me tell you, them Kardashians and Jenners, they was
Blah, 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 blah,
I'm telling you.
They love black men, but they do drive them crazy.
Ain't nothing like
We
the power
talking
of
about
black
devils.
I've been saying, ain't
See
nothing
the
like
soul food she be making?
bitch. God forgive me. Boy, don't you ever talk about no white woman making no motherfucker soul food to me. Do you hear me? Cause ain't no soul.
Let me ask them something, Kitty. Did y'all ever have sex with a girl before? Buffy?
Yes.
You did. Did you like it?
Yes.
No, you did. Oh,
He ain't like it.
He said he liked it. Kitty. Come on now.
Look at his eyebrows. He ain't like it.
I don't have any eyebrows.
My point exactly. That's how you know he didn't like it.
Would you do it again?
They starting to grow
My
in.
question is, why you asking him that question?
Damontae,
no, he's not.
Oh my God!
Babe, don't answer no more. These two is who you answer to.
Damontae, right here. I gotta ask you a question.
They drop kicked it in this motherfucker.
What? Yo, what? This nigga look like his Bible. These are
just like his Bible.
I'm getting on it. Look, bitch.
My question to you, Damontae. Damontae,
Yes,
look.
that was up.
Listen,
Got a nice
you
head
focus.
from his boyfriend.
Yes.
So, since he did like being with girls, and you've never been with a girl, would you do a threesome?
Yeah.
Hell to the no.
He said hell to the no.
I did when we first got together. I did ask him that question, like, would you have a threesome? He said no.
He just told you that because it sounds good.
He's done one though before.
He told you
that.
Oh my God! Did you ask him lately?
No, I haven't asked him lately because it's not happening.
But you might want to ask him to see how that may work
Babe,
out.
you want to have a threesome?
We had this discussion last week.
No,
we didn't. Don't answer that question. That's a setup.
Don't answer that question.
Don't answer that question. Now, the McLean's Couch, we are not responsible for y'all.
Okay, so as you can see, my son does not take after me. I'm a very liberal lover. He is not.
He takes as his.
If I was single, then sure. But like, I'm not about to do that with my boyfriend. No.
Why? I do it with my husband.
Bro, that's y'all. You like it, I love it. I don't. No.
He said, hell no.
Hell
and
no.
you over here don't ask no more motherfucking
Yes,
questions.
Look. You and me. You ask your questions directed towards this side of the table. Right. Not that side of the table.
Because he don't play when it comes to his man.
All right, I'm.
You know what? But you know what? I can't even
I'm
front.
gonna turn the other cheek.
Listen. I can't even trip or front simply because I pulled that move quite some time ago. Like, who the fuck is this? You better tell that little bitch.
Watch out a little bit.
Little bitch. You know what I'm talking about. Little bitch. You know what? I'm gonna take a breather.
Woosah. You say woosah. You was taking your breather.
I will punch you in the face.
So, Mr. Everlast said, right side only. Right side only.
I got it. I ain't even looking over there anymore.
You ain't know that little chapter thing was a firecracker. All right, we gonna get back on topic. What time we got? All right, we at 10:30. Damn, we still got 20 more minutes.
20 more minutes.
I
know we got another break coming up soon. As soon as you start talking.
Because I got to pee.
And your boobs
In
still
6
popping.
minutes.
6 minutes.
God damn, that's a long break.
6 minutes you're on.
All right, so we're talking about this gay agenda. Anybody got anything to say about the gay agenda? Call us 410-702-5657.
Yeah, these phone lines been a little empty. Come on, people. I know y'all got a lot to talk about.
All right, so let's talk about one of the things I actually did want to talk about, and I really want people to chime in on this one. Please, Facebook, I'm gonna need your support. I need your words and your opinions on what is the agenda of, when it comes to the gay agenda of the black woman emasculating the black man within our own community and in our households.
And even if y'all not with women, think about your mothers or women that's been in the household.
Emasculating the black, no. Even in the gay community. Because guess what? Because baby, I personally know that it's black men dealing with other black men that emasculate the man that they're messing with.
But what you mean? Elaborate on that.
Like trying to make them more sensitive?
Make them more sensitive, talking
Making
down
them more
to
feminine, talking them
because
down.
oftentimes within the black community, a lot of these black men say they don't fuck with black bitches like me.
Because they're too strong.
Right.
No, they don't call us strong because
Crazy.
we're ghetto, we're ratchet, we're crazy. Well, then stop laying down that good dick and we won't have to get crazy. But
Right, how you gonna fuck this shit out somebody and then
call them crazy?
And then you see the memes on
just
Facebook
gave me
saying,
the best
stop
dick
fucking with Damontae,
I
get
ever
yourself a
had
Tom.
in my life.
Pretty much. And I done fucked a Tom and it wasn't that good to me. I'm sorry. It wasn't. I mean, he let me fuck him in the ass, but that was about as far as my experience went. Enjoyable. I'm just saying.
She's talking about her
What's Tom number? Say no.
He claims he's not gay, but he asked for the dick every other night. I had to come up with excuses. I got a headache.
You're so mean.
But yeah, I feel like, I guess that goes a long way with them being raised with their mothers, and they see how strong that their mother is, and they just feel like they're just being pushed around their whole life when it's not really that. Where it's just like their woman helping them out and being a strong woman that they will have their man back on whatever they do, and they want them to make the right decision.
True. I mean, when it comes to emasculating the men in the household, this is what I will say within the black community. Again, if there are any other nationalities or races watching this show, please chime in. We really want your feedback, because again, we don't live in Asian American homes, we don't live in Mexican Americans or white America, so I don't know what y'all women do within your household but by me being a black woman living in a black community, well, actually I don't, I live in Pikesville, but coming from a black community and working in a black community, I oftentimes understand why a lot of people feel that we emasculate our men.
Yeah.
Because as black women from the time of slavery, we were taught that it was okay for us to raise our kids on our own. And we can do this shit by ourselves. Sometimes we are too strong for our own selves. But my issue is when we have these down low, soft ass brothers lying to us, sleeping in our beds, having sex with us, and then going out and sleeping with somebody's man.
All right.
And then coming home. All I'm going to say, for colored girls. Janet Jackson.
And also, too, to piggyback off of that,
which she emasculated the shit out of that man. She made the most money. She talked down to that man. He denied who he was as a person. He saw her as a come up, which she was.
And he gave her HIV.
Of course she did, because again she emasculated the shit out of him.
But my thing
so he
is
couldn't
about
be.
that, like, it's all about knowing who you are. Because if the roles was reversed, then it would be a different scenario.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's just all about who you.
I understand what you mean.
So like, if Dad was talking about down on you, it would be more so of a abuse thing, verbal abuse, rather than the. Flip the other way down. Oh, he's talking down. You talking down on me because you make more money, and I'm the man. I'm supposed to be.
It's still verbal abuse, but men ain't gonna.
People
but
don't
men
see it
aren't
that
gonna.
way.
Exactly.
Yeah, people don't.
Men aren't going to speak on it because it makes them look weak.
But that's what goes back to my point. If you know who you are, you better speak the fuck up about it. Like, I'm not gonna let you sit and talk down on me. I don't care if you make more money than me. You're not going to talk to me a certain way.
I make more than your father.
Okay, well, I'm.
So what? How you gotta bring that up? That's what air shit.
Anyways, it just goes back to like who you are, and then and guys
Was it
who
still
are
going to my
sleeping
fucking
with
bank
girls.
You feel me?
Hello.
As long as the bills get paid. But who cooking that night?
We both do.
Yeah, we both cook.
Tonight?
But see,
tonight?
Does he emasculate me?
Does he emasculate me? Absolutely not.
What type of question is that?
No, I didn't even finish it. But I gotta be so bad.
You look like that girl in the interview when they was asking that chick. You like, I gotta pee. It's my 6 minutes up.
She peed on herself.
2 minutes.
You got 2 more minutes.
All I'm saying is, like, I get what you're saying. Like, and again, I know he feels some type of way. Like, in my relationship at this current moment.
I feel some type of way about what?
What?
You said I feel some type of way.
Can I finish?
Oh, go on.
She make more money than you.
I don't give a fuck about that. She can make all the money if I can stay home. I don't give a fuck.
Never should be. Nobody should feel a certain way
Let me tell
because
you
somebody
something. When
make
it
more
comes
money
to
than them.
the way I feel about this dude right here, this man has held me down. He can stay. I could go out here and I can make millions of dollars, and he can stay home and be with them fucking raggedy ass kids he got
So
now,
you the Nikki.
baby. Huh?
So you the Nikki.
What do you mean, the Nikki? What?
No, I ain't no fucking
There's absolutely no way that I emasculate him in any way, shape, form, or fashion. He earned his title.
All right.
There you
He
go,
has
babe.
proven the fact that he earned his title.
All right.
You feel what I'm saying? This man allows me, and I hate to say it this way because it's like he's giving me permission, but that's not the case.
Right.
This man is acceptable of who I am as a person and has no problem with me being the type of person that I am.
Right.
I am a touchy-feely person.
She can make me cry.
I do wild ass shit that most men will not allow in a relationship. And he is comfortable with that because he knows at the end of the day, my black ass is coming home and getting
Right.
to live with him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've never lied to him. I've never stepped out on him.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he knows that I don't believe in monogamy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he knows I don't believe in being faithful. That's not something that I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
But there's never been a time that I've actually cheated on him.
Right.
I've never lied to him. Not that I lie anyway. I've never treated him like shit. Now, thanks, babe. Now, my previous relationships, I talked down to them niggas. I would say that nigga and build him up all in the same sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, fuck out of here. You a bullshit ass nigga. But you know what? You can make a mean ass sandwich. How about you do that for me?
And that goes back to that goes back to because being masculine don't mean you straight or gay.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's a point that we also missing too is when you demasculate somebody, you taking a part of who they are. If there's a lot of gay masculine dudes,
and he can let me take away shit from
you know what I
him.
mean? That's just who you are. If in your head, if you a king, you a motherfucking king.
Right.
So you ain't gonna tell me.
That ain't happening.
You ain't gonna tell me what you're not gonna do.
It ain't happening.
Right. So to say that is, I'm comfortable who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna wear no skinny jeans. I'm not gonna wear no blouses. I don't give a fuck if you do it. If you like it, you wear your merce. That's just who I am. But
well, what if I want you to wear a merce?
He can't fit that shit anyway.
Like you see,
what about like a little man place that goes around?
All right, well, listen, we gotta go to break yet again. As soon as the conversation start getting good, we'll come back and talking about merces and Louis Vuitton chains and all of that. Call us at 410-502. Oh, I'm sorry, 410-702-5657.
Gotta pay some bills.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No. The fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. I learned that everybody loves your work until they gotta pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
The pay?
I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids, and when you got a wife, and then you doing everything, and you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Joining us right now is Mr. Antonio Long. He was one of our first See Baltimore artists. That tour is actually under construction, and we're doing some revamping and making sure the foundation is solid.
Yes.
So we haven't forgotten about it. So December we kind of took a pause, and we'll be back up and running in January. My mind is gone. Food. I need food. If you're in the downtown Baltimore area and you have a cheeseburger in your hand, definitely stop past the studio, give me a call, and let me know where you are, and I'll meet you wherever you are. But Antonio Long is joining us in the building. He's a singer, inspirational, not necessarily gospel, not necessarily R&B, but encompassed of both of them. Yeah. So let us know a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Singer, writer, recording artist, and I just like to make good music.
There we go.
From Baltimore.
So possibly we'll hear a little bit of it live, if he's not afraid, because we throw people under the bus.
Yeah,
talent wise,
no doubt.
On this show, we got to see if you got the chops to sink or swim.
Okay.
We do it. We don't hold back here. We don't hold back here. But we'll definitely try to hear from him a couple more segments. So let us know about your music. So do you have an EP coming out, or is it one in the making?
I just released the EP, actually, October 28th.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's called Life.
Life.
Yeah.
So what was it like making that?
It was fun. This is my first, it's 8 songs on the project, so it's kind of a little more lengthy than your typical EP. But I put out a mixtape last year, but this is my first official project. Everything else has been singles. So
you're singing your own music now?
I'm singing my own music.
Did you write it?
All original music. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was fun. The creative process was fun. I worked with Junior Lee.
Okay.
With Faith Junkie Productions. He's based out of Delaware.
Okay.
And it was fun. I was going up there. 2-3 times.
It was business because it's your money on the line.
Definitely.
Right.
No major labels.
Yeah. No doubt. it was fun. It gave me. I mean, it's more work than what I expected. Honestly, I mean, because
you're doing a bunch of different. You're writing and the performer in it, so that's two big jobs right there.
Yeah, it was definitely. But creatively, it was great. It was great collaborations. I also worked with Anthony Johnson. He produced a song off of the EP. He's from Virginia, and I worked with So For Real Productions.
You deal with some legit individuals. Okay.
Yeah. So.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. We're in the last segment of our show, and we're going to come through with Facebook. Ms. Bird Jones said black men have become complacent in life. But by that she meant... Give me 2 seconds. Oh, Jesus. She wrote a dissertation. By that she meant they let society depict what the perfect woman for him should be. So they fall into the category of men who don't appreciate strong black women because we are portrayed as ghetto in all aspects of life. I agree. But when you have such a class and grace as Mrs. Michelle Obama, you don't get as much airway time. So they cover up the true backbone to the head of the house. So I feel like a lot of black men forget that we are built to withstand so much. We are not as submissive as white women, and so black men have let the world tell them and mind control them into believing that black women are not their rightful fit. A powerhouse black family is detrimental to the survival of white lifestyle in America. So if that continues to grow, some things may change in this country. You know what? I can't disagree with that. I completely agree when it comes to how black women are portrayed in society as a whole, and as well as it leads to the whole emasculating of men. Like on Facebook, I saw there was this little boy who was dressed in heels, and he had his own thing, dress or whatever, and his
you sure you wasn't
mom,
watching Power? I mean, Empire.
I wasn't watching Empire, but he had on this whole thing, and the mom was parading him around on Facebook, showing him and allowing him. Oh, well, guess what, guys? We're wrapping it up. It looks like this is the end of our segment. I was told that I got to cut it short.
Have a good one.
So, yeah, watch next week on McLean's Couch. The topic next week will be victim. Who's the bigger victim, the drug dealer or the drug addict? Catch us next week. Peace. Love you guys.
Peace.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.